Hey YouTube, this is a response video to a personal message that I got email on YouTube from a subscriber named Overdance1. Basically, she was asking me about my experiences as a military spouse. She said that she had just recently married a soldier and they're living apart, and he's considering about getting out the military so that they won't have to live their life apart. And I think she wanted to know what type of experiences that I have been having since I've been married to a military man. Okay, a little bit background. My husband was in the National Guard since he was 17. He went active 3.5 years ago. So I'm just going to talk about my experience as a active military wife, because in the National Guard you really don't get that experience because it's really more civilian than anything. Let's see, where should I start? First of all, I like to say that being a military wife is not for everybody, but just for the simple fact that it is a possibility that your spouse will be away from you at some given time. Everybody in the military don't go places. Everybody don't get deployed a lot. I've known people who've been here at Fort Bliss, Texas, who's never been anywhere else. They've been here for 10 years. They ain't never been deployed. They ain't never been to Korea. They ain't never been to Germany. They ain't never been nowhere. They just been here, because that's just like part of the MOS. It depends on what your husband do for a living that really foretells how long they're going to be gone and what unit they're in. I know people who've been deployed 3 or 4 times, and then you got those who've never been deployed. But to me, it's like something that you should be aware of before you decide to be a military wife, because it's a possibility. Because no matter what, the military comes first. If your husband is a soldier and the military says you need to go to Korea for a year, your husband has to go. And you have to be the type of person who is going to be understanding and supportive. Because that's the only way that person is going to be able to function. If they worried about their household, they won't be able to focus on the mission and what they need to do. Now, like I said, it's a lot of people who the military wife thing is not working for them. I have seen countless of females whose husband is deployed and they out here acting like they single. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that. I have seen women who can't handle it and they go home and they don't come back with their husband because they can't handle being by themselves. They can't handle the moving and, giving up a lot of things, because it is a sacrifice. If you do form relationships with people, you might have a career, a house, and if your husband has to move and go to Germany, you have to make the decision if you're going to go with him or are you going to stay. Some people decide to stay, and I don't understand that, because wherever my husband goes, I'm going to go. So I don't understand that, but some people make that decision. To me, it's just like a very it's like you in the military too, almost, because you have to be there for them, you have to be supportive, and it's not saying that you give up your life, but you will have to alter some things of your life. Like far as careers, me personally, I have a degree in communications. Really can't do that everywhere, so I decided to go back to school and get my nursing degree, because I always wanted to be a nurse, and I figured that if I have a nursing degree, it will be easier for me to get a job anywhere my husband goes. Those are some things that you may have to, do. But there is some pros to being a military wife. I say, prime example, when you know how you be with somebody for a while, I don't know, like if you've been with somebody for a long time, you know how they start getting on your nerve. Well, I have been fortunate enough when my husband get on my nerve, he's going somewhere, so I get a break, and it's like when he come back, it's like a honeymoon phase all over again. Because you see him, like when your husband get off that plane, you be like, damn, you ain't got thick or whatever. So it's like you get that whole honeymoon phase all over again. So I think that's a good perk to, you know, being a military wife. Because when you be apart from someone, even if they get on your nerves like all the time, you really don't know what you have until you miss it. So, and I always realize that every time my husband goes somewhere, that's like my best friend. So that's a good thing about being away. But as far as being away all the time, I don't know about that. It depends on what your husband do. Because I know people who are like special forces and rangers and all that stuff. They be gone quite a bit. But, you know, it just depends on what he do. Like my husband, for instance, yes, he goes away for training because he's trying to, you know, get up there in the ranks. But when he's not in training and when he wasn't deployed, he basically was home every day at 6 o'clock. He's off on Saturdays and Sundays. You know, he has the opportunity to have 4-day weekends when they have like a holiday, you know. So it's not like he's gone all the time, you know. So, and it's really not like it's just not the military. Like, you know, you got truck drivers who be gone for like most of the time, you know. So it's just something that everybody can do. And it's perks. I mean, you get to travel, you get to meet different people, you get to experience the military culture. They have really good schools. You do have opportunity to live in housing, so you don't have to worry about housing, or you have an opportunity to buy a house, and you know, it's not for everybody. So you have to just have that talk. Like my husband is military. He's going to be in the military till he retired, and I know that I just have to be there for him. It's really not that bad though, you know. So yeah, if you have any more questions, let me know. Maybe I give you my email address if you want it, or my number, and you know, you can ask me any questions, because I can only give you what I experience, because everybody's experience is different. So hope that was helpful, and I wish you good luck on your marriage, and I hope that everything works out. And if you do become a military wife, maybe we'll cross paths one day. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.